Hello everyone! In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a scatter plot with different clusters in different colors. So this is Excel, and I have movies, and for each movie we have the movie name, the budget of the movie, the meta score, the score of the movie, and then the genre. And then here I have the clusters that were created by Excel Miner for me in this other tab. Oh, I cannot go to the other tab. Here's the other tab. These are the clusters. So first, what I need to do, I need to, these are in order, and that's the same order of the data. So all I need to do is put here the cluster, and just copy them from here and paste them back here. So clusters, Control Shift down button to select all of them, Control C to copy, go here, and then go here, and then Control V. So here are the cluster numbers, okay? So the first thing I need to do is I need to order those movies by cluster, because when I do the scatter plots, I have to select the data for cluster 1 first, then the 2, then 3. So I'm gonna select, let me select the whole data, the whole table, and then data, sort. And since I selected my first row, my data has headers, so I'm gonna check that. And then I want to select by cluster number, so cluster smallest to largest. Okay, so that's puts cluster 1 first, then 3, 2, then 3. Okay, now I'm ready to do my graph, my scatter plots. So I'm gonna start with the budget, with the cluster 1. So I'm gonna select the data for budget and meta score, and then scroll down and manually stop where cluster 1 stops. So up to here, and then I'm gonna do insert, and then scatter plots. This is what I want. Scatter. That's my first data. Okay. Now I want to add the second cluster, so I'm gonna right click and then click on select data, and then I'm gonna do, this is my first cluster. I'm gonna change the name later. Let's first add cluster 2 and 3. Add. Now I'm gonna select the data for cluster 2, and let's call this cluster 2. I'll come back and change cluster 1 name later. So that's the name for the cluster 2, and then for the X values, I'm gonna go where the column shows budgets, but starting where cluster 2 budget starts. So I'm scrolling down until I see cluster 2, and then I'm gonna select all the budget values for cluster 2. So I'm doing I'm starting here, and then shift and down button, and manually keep going down until the end of cluster 2. Oh, we only have 2 clusters here. Okay. That's fine. And then for cluster 2, Y values, I can either do the same way, click here, erase this, and then check. Same way I checked. It doesn't matter if I start down or from the bottom or from the top. Or I can just, to go faster, I can just copy this. Select here what I did for X, Control C. Select here, erase everything, Control V, and then change the column name from B to C. That's kind of faster. And then click OK. And now I have cluster 1 and 2. If I want to do, here I want to change the name. So I click on series 1 and edit and write cluster 1 for the name, and then OK. If I had cluster 3, I would add and then do the same thing for cluster 3. Now let's do OK, and let's look at what we got so far. This is our graph. We want to add a few things. We want to change the title and maybe add a legend and name the axes. So for that, you see this plus sign here. So if you have a PC, it's just going to be this plus sign to add elements, chart elements. I think if you have a Mac, there is going to be a button somewhere here in the top left that says add chart elements, and when you click on it, you can add legend and add the axis labels. So let's do plus here, chart elements. I want legend, so I know which one is cluster 1, which one is cluster 2, and I want the axis titles, and then that's it. So here I'm gonna click on the x-axis, and I'm gonna call this budget, because that was my x budget, and then on the y axis title I'm gonna write metascore, and that's maybe change the title. Movies clusters, but you can name it anything you like, and that's it. Thank you.